and welcome back. So this is Samantha Thomas. This is my channel, Samantha Thomas. Please like and subscribe. It is new. I'm going to try and get it going. But my aim on my channel is to speak about wellness or things all around wellness and have conversation about the good, the bad and the ugly, basically. That is what I want. There's so much out there that's so contentious, but is it all bad? And is everything that we see is good all good? These are really questions that we need to explore instead of just trying to categorize everything into, well, they're not qualified, they're not good, they're not qualified, it doesn't matter because what they say is good, but it's helped me, it's not helped me, etc. And there's loads of grifters out there trying to, in fact, not trying to, successfully selling rubbish to people, and people are getting hurt. So yes, it's not my job to save the world, but I can do my little bit and contribute to at least opening conversation and giving you access to decent advice. So I am qualified as a personal trainer. I'm an experienced nutrition and health and wellbeing coach of more than 8 years. I've worked within the NHS, and I've worked independently with other companies too. And everything that I do is literally based in qualification. It's based in qualified knowledge. If it's not qualified, I tend to stay away from it. I've done a little bit in functional medicine. I've attended so many functional medicine workshops over the last couple of years because I was fortunate to be able to have those contacts to be able to get in. And so I've got opinions and stuff around that. And there's a load of noise, shall we say, and protest against functional medicine and gut health and detoxing and all this kind of stuff. And these are really issues that I really want to get into and really have really good discussions about. So this video I'm going to focus on detoxing simply because I saw a post today about detoxing your liver, your kidneys and all this kind of stuff, and there's been a lot on coffee enemas, and there's been a lot over the last few years of green smoothies, green juice on whatever else, and phytonutrients and superfoods this and superfoods that, and I can tell you now 99% of it is likely to be BS. But if your diet has been particularly bad or you've not eaten particularly well and then you try some of these things, then they might have a positive impact on you, causing you to think that that's really good information. But in the main, let me tell you, there is literally no science or real efficacy around it. That doesn't mean these things aren't being tested, and not everything can go through rigorous scientific testing. So that doesn't mean you should ignore everything that you see also, but it is messing with your health and well-being, which is something that to me is gold. I think having your health and being in a good state of well-being, that you cognitively think well, that you feel empowered and able to do stuff, that your choices aren't mitigated by ill feeling or bad feeling or not being well and all those kind of things. To me, stuff like that's really, really important, and that's the whole point of this. So I saw a post today, excuse me, I've got something in my eye, on detoxing, and something about detoxing your liver and then detoxing your kidneys. Let me tell you, there is no efficacy on anything that detoxes, nothing at all. Literally zero, zilch, nada. But if I'm wrong and I've missed something and you found it and you know in its proper clinical research, by all means tell me I'm wrong and share it with me. But ultimately, we have this amazing body system, and I speak about the body system a lot, probably because I'm a personal trainer and I know a fair bit about the body, but there's 11 systems in the body, and these systems are all designed to work really, really well together. And detoxing is one of those functions that it has that it doesn't need you to do anything about. So as long as you're giving your body all the right stuff, i.e. you're feeding it, you're watering it, you're giving it movement, you get adequate sleep, all that kind of stuff, then you will have no issues with detoxing and won't need to spend a fortune on detoxing supplements or courses or whatever else it may be. And I say this as someone who at one point really went down the route of possibly looking at selling detoxing courses for the liver, and it was one with some kind of efficacy around it, and certainly I believed in it. Again, it was around the part of functional wellness. Luckily enough, because I've never really believed in supplements or supplementation, I never really went down that road too much, and I walked away before I actually got involved too much. So I'm grateful that I did that, but plenty of people don't. There's plenty of MLMs out there that will sell you detoxing products, but nobody in an MLM is actually qualified or knows enough about the products that they're selling you or trying to tell you will make all your dreams and whatever come true and solve your problems. It just won't. I remember having a problem once, and I spoke to a lady from Forever Living, and she tried to sell me some Forever Living product, and I'm like, do you know what, my love, that's just not gonna fly. That I know what my problems are down to, and your products aren't the answer. Because products like that generally aren't. Does that mean all MLMs have awful products? No, I've used products from MLMs and bought from my friends who have MLMs, and they've been good products. Generally not supplement based though, so things like Herbalife and Isogenics and Arbonne I tend to stay away from. I don't trust them. And I've known plenty of reps within those particular named ones, but I personally stay away from them. And I don't like the way that they sell to you either, that they do sell on a fear-based scarcity kind of thing. And that comes under that grifting thing. So I might speak about MLMs at some point and the grifts that they sell to you, and under what guise and under what efficacy. That doesn't mean all their products are all bad. Again, it's very few things are all bad or all good. But it's about having that conversation to give you the ability to, when people come to you, have a bit of that thought in your mind that says, actually, is this a good idea for me to do, or is it not a good idea for me to do? What do I know about this other than what this person's telling me? Because I think just being able to just think like that is massively empowering. So I'm going to leave this video here, nice and short and sweet. I hope you found it interesting. If you do want me to talk more about any of the subjects that I have named today, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go on and do my own thing, and I'll start building a catalogue of videos to put out there that go into more details on MLMs, on detoxing products, on supplements, for instance, on training and exercise routines. I can talk all day about them. I've seen my partner go follow some stuff online, and it's been really good to some extent, and then he's just not got to where he wants to be, and he's got really frustrated with stuff like that, and rather than listening to me, he's gone and I've done that and done all that, and I've kind of let him and he keeps coming back to me and saying, well, what about this and what about this? And I'll say, well, we had this conversation 2 years ago. I remember distinctively going through all this with you, but you didn't like to hear it from me. Which probably isn't the best thing to say to your partner, but we have a really good relationship, and we can laugh at this. So it's quite funny. None of this is taken the wrong way. But these are there's lots out there. There's lots of information out there, and you don't know how to. If you've not got the professional filters for a lot of that information, you don't know what that information's good or bad, or how to even apply that information so that it becomes relevant to you and you can make use of it. And ultimately, that's what I'm going to try and do. I will have professional people to come on with me as well and talk about these things. That'll be exciting, so that we can get a rounded view and people within these certain industries giving their points of view as well. So let's really open up conversation and see if we can help each other to just be well, and embrace life, because that is ultimately what life is about: embracing it, enjoying it, and being well. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. Like and subscribe, and I'll be dropping videos as soon as and when I can. Thank you.